Let me know in the comment section below which one you prefer, Quicksilver from the X-Men movies or Quicksilver from Avengers Age of Ultron. What is going on, Draw 2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial for you guys, and today we are going to bring you, well, I am going to bring you Quicksilver from the X-Men movies. Here we go. Before we begin, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing as you're following this tutorial, how to make tutorial suggestions if you have any, and best of all, a link to a free coloring page that is based on this tutorial. And having said all of that, you guys, grab your drawing tools. Let's get started drawing Quicksilver. Let's go ahead and get started with our Quicksilver tutorial. I've got my paper in landscape. We're only going to be drawing him kind of up to just a little bit below the shoulders here, so it's not going to be too complicated. Let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to draw a circle right around this area here because we are kind of drawing, because we're drawing the face a little bit bigger. We're going to have that circle a little bit bigger as well. So this is a good size right there. Okay, and now I'm going to draw a line going down, and it's going to be a little bit slanted. So as you guys can see, it's a little bit slanted this way. Okay, not too much. Okay, you got the sides of the face going down here and here. Okay, and then you got pretty rounded. Here's the chin, and then there you go. And here's the other side here. There you go. So it's not as sharp a chin. It's a little bit lower. These lines right here, the jaw lines, are a little bit more rounded. Okay, here we go. So here's the chin part. I don't know why I just did that, but there you go. Let me erase that again. Okay, so you got the head right there. We're going to draw the neck now. The neck is going to go this way and this way. So the neck is going to be not a muscular neck, so it's going to be a normal human-sized neck, pretty much. Okay, now I'm just going to draw the shoulders now. The shoulders are not the broadest either because Evan Peters, the character who plays Quicksilver in the X-Men, he's not known for being built or anything like that. So right here, probably just going to draw a line kind of slanted this way and about that much, and then it goes down. Okay, so pretty much the size of a normal human being. Okay, so this goes from here this way, so it goes up a little bit. Okay, so not too broad, a little narrow, just rounds up like that. There you go. So this is going to be the costume that he wears, not in the newest X-Men movie, but more the one that he's well known for, which is the X-Men Days of Future Past. Yeah, that's it. X-Men Days of Future Past is the one he's known for. So he's going to be wearing his silver jacket. Speaking of jackets, let's bring that jacket down. So it sort of runs along the curve of the neck here, and then just goes down like that. Okay, and then from here, we're going to bring this one to this point right here. Good. Okay, let's go back over here. We're going to draw the collar. The collar is going to make this triangle from this point going down to here. Okay, bring that into the jacket like this, so it makes a triangle. We're going to go back over here. We're kind of right around the same spot here. Draw a line going this way, and then bring this up like this, and it sort of just does that. So there you've got the collar. Okay, for this one now I'm going to draw a line from here going straight across a little bit past this point, so right around here, and then bring that down. Okay, now over here we make a wider triangle between the gaps between this part, this lapel, and this bottom part right here. This goes down. There you go. Let's draw a couple of circles. We're going to draw the headphones that he wears, and there are these retro headphones. So I'm going to draw a circle there, and then I'm going to draw another circle just below it, kind of like right around here, so it sort of makes this cylinder shape, and that's the shape that we want. Okay, so start off with a circle, another one over here, right there, and another circle just beneath that right here. It sort of makes this cylinder shape, just like this. Clean that up a little bit. You want to make sure that these circles are similar in size, so I'm just going to fix it up a little bit there. There you go. Okay, so that's good. Let's draw the, well, now that we have the collar, let's kind of fix the shoulder. The shoulder's going to be right here, kind of right in the middle of this curve here. So you got the arm curving this way. This is where I want my shoulder to come down. And then you've got, because he's got his arms crossed in the scene, I'm going to create these lines of folds like that, and then there you go. So it's this silver, I'm not quite sure if it's leather. I'm going to draw some wrinkles there as well. Okay, on this side now, I'm going to draw seam line. I'm going to draw 2 lines down for the seam. I did that over here as well, actually. There you go, 2 lines for the seam. You want to create a little bit of a little bump right there where the seam goes. There you go. Now the shoulder, he does have like this, I don't know how to describe it, it's like a this little flap of fabric that goes over the shoulder here, so just 2 lines like that, and then you got that same thing over here, 1, and then up here 2. Okay, there you go. And then you've kind of got the shadow over here, and then wrinkles coming down. Over here you got a little bit of shadow, not many wrinkles though. Okay, so there is the what do you call it? You got the coat now, and so let's start working on. Actually, he does have a shirt, so let's put that shirt on. He is wearing a Pink Floyd shirt, I believe, in this scene. This is the scene where he wears like a Pink Floyd shirt and they're breaking Magneto out of his prison. So that's what this scene is. Okay, so there you go. So there's that black shirt underneath. Draw 2 lines like that. And then, you know how your collar sort of has these stripes here? There you go. Okay, we'll add a little more detail to, you know, the collar and everything else later on. Let's start focusing more on the face. Okay, here's a line. There's a line right here. And I do apologize. I know a lot of you guys are have been asking for a QUICKSILVER tutorial where he's running. Again, like I mentioned, because I'm still sort of taking it easy with my wrist still healing, I'm not able to do any of those long tutorials just yet. And in my channel, I'm actually trying to, you know, steer away from overly long tutorials because I feel that they're just, I draw them, they take a long time to do, but fewer people are actually watching those long tutorials, so I want to make things shorter. That way people are more willing to, you know, try to draw a tutorial. Okay, so I've got the head over here. I'm going to erase this line now. Boom. There you go. Eye line right here. Okay, remember the eye line should be parallel to this line, so you want to make sure that this line is 90 degrees, right? So here's 90 degrees in these corners here. Okay, now just gonna sort of eyeball the eyeballs there and there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it a little bit easier, is I might actually just skip over drawing the eyes. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so here you've got the eyes. We're going to be covering that up with a huge, what do you call it, goggles. Which makes sense because if you're running really fast, you don't want your eyes protected from the wind, especially. Okay, there. And it goes all the way to the edge. Okay, there you go. So there's the inner part of the goggles right there. You want to make sure that they're about the same size, and don't draw them too big. This is just the inner part of the goggles. Like that. And then let's start building the goggles up. So they sort of touch the tip here, right? Now I'm going to add some layer to it. So it goes a little bit more at the top and the bottom and here. Okay, I'm going to grab me a new pencil for that. So this is find the bottom, find the top. And then the bridge, little dark band that goes across there. And then the top and the bottom. So what actually ends up happening is you've got the top and the bottom sort of becoming flat here on the side. Okay, so it goes this way and then it flats itself like that. Okay, there you go. To sell the idea that this is these are goggles, what you have to do is you have to create like line the inside with a dark gap there and here. Okay, there we go. Now you have the gap, the goggles, excuse me. It does cover the eyebrows, so I'm not worried about the eyebrows. Now let's figure out the hairline, and the hair part is going to be kind of like right above here. So that goes this way, so there's a line there, and then find a line from here going to the side of the goggles here. Okay, so let's start building from that. Okay, you got a little bit of the side of the goggles right there. Okay, so you got that. Now we're gonna bring the hair out from it. Okay, over here you see a little bit more of the goggles. Goes out a little bit more, about that much, and then goes back in. And this is where we're going to draw the hair. Here's the hair bunching up there. Okay, you got the part kind of going up like this. And then right above the head here, so we're gonna go beyond this circle. That's going to go this way, and this is going to go up, and then this way. Okay, if I erase those lines, it'll be easier for you guys to see what I mean, and that line as well. Okay, let's add details to the hair a little bit later on. Now let's draw this right here, the hair coming down, so it comes down in a nice curve like this. You see a little bit of the ear peeking out here, but it gets covered with hair. So there's some hair there, and then some hair going down the side. And then this whole collar gets covered with hair actually. Okay, so there's hair on this side, and then let's go over here. You see a little bit of hair or the ear peeking out. But you've got this thing comes out of that elastic. So here's the elastic here. Comes out like this, down to the collar. Okay, and then also comes out over here, and then behind the collar. So there you go. There. So now you've got the hair. Let's kind of start adding those strands. I like to draw from the sides, leaving a little bit of this emptiness in the center of that bunch. There you go. And then for this one, this goes this way, and then bunches up over here. There you go. And there you go. Okay, and then on the side here, top, bottom, little layer over here. Same thing here. So here's the bottom, here's the top. There. So it's certainly looking like him. Now, this is the part where I tell you guys, if it looks nothing like Evan Peters, the actor who plays Quicksilver in the X-Men movies, don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. I am not worried about whether mine looks like Evan Peters or not, because you know what? It looks like, even without the face, it looks like Quicksilver already. So I'm just gonna go with that, you know. So just be happy with the drawing that you have, and just try to draw a proper face. You know, 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth. There you go. Do what you can, but don't worry if it looks nothing like the actor. Okay, here we go. So just adding some depth to the eyes there, sorry, to the goggles. The nose does come out in a bit of a triangle from the goggles, so that's a little bit of that going on. The problem with drawing noses is that I tend to not draw shadows in my tutorials. So when you draw a nose, he's got a pointy nose. Imagine trying to draw something that's pointing towards the camera. That is actually kind of hard to do with just lines. So that's why I'm not too worried about making it look like the character, because it does, you know, you do have to, if you want to make it look like a character, you have to worry about shadows, you have to worry about those proportions, all that kind of stuff, and that's not what I choose to focus. So even now, it's looking like I'm drawing his nose really flat, but he does have like this points outward. So I'm trying to draw like the shape of what a nose would look like pointing outwards, but that's kind of hard to draw with just flat lines. You need shading for that. Okay. So I drew this little bit of a curve right here that's like for the tip of his nose. He is smiling. So I'm going to try to see if I can replicate that smile. Don't make like a happy smile, it's more of a straight, slightly curved line like this. Might have made mine a little too long. And you know what, I might need to readjust the goggles and just bring them down slightly. And a lot of people also get mad at me for erasing too much, and to which I say, you know, art is about adjusting and readjusting your lines. It's not, you're never gonna get it right the first time unless you're really, really good, which I am actually not at that level. Okay, so I'm drawing this smile and I'm kind of making it, is that too much? Might need to bring it down. So like I said, I am erasing, but that's because, you know, I am figuring out my mistakes and I'm readjusting so I can fix my mistakes. I think I may have just done the exact same line. Okay, so just going to redraw those curves. He does have like this big smile. It does look like he's got big lips because of it. Okay, here's the upper lip, which I'm just going to very lightly draw. And then you got the lower lip. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. If you look at the reference photo, then you'll see what I'm trying to do here. Okay, you got the chin right here, chin line, and then let's just, oh, he's got a little dimple right here, little dimple right here. Okay, you got the chin. There you go. So this looks fine the way it is, and you guys don't have to make this adjustment, but I do feel like I just need to bring this curve slightly lower, not too much, but just slightly lower, just to make it a little bit more prominent in his face. And that's just personal preference for me. You guys don't need to do this with your drawings if you don't need to. So I'm just bringing it down. We'll see what that looks like. There you go. Bring this down. There you go. So when you do that, you do have to adjust the curves. Oh, gotta stretch my wrist. Okay. Okay, there you go. And then just keep at it. you go. Let's draw those lines at the tip of the lips there. So there's that. I'm gonna attempt to draw the eyes. So we've got the eyes already, and if you guys have problems with eyes, I'm gonna do a little bit of shortcut for you guys. You could just erase the eyes altogether and just give him like a shiny sheen right there, so it looks like he's wearing like these goggles that you can't see through to the eyes. But let's attempt to draw the eyes anyway. So here's the top, here's the bottom. The hard part is doing the exact same shape flipped on the other side. So let's try that. It's even harder to do if you're not, you guys notice that I didn't move my page yet. So normally what I would do is I would flip my paper so I can draw it a little bit easier and it's not so hard on the wrist. Some people, they've done this so long that they can just do it easily. I think that's good. We're gonna make him look this way. So there you go. There you go. And it looks a little barren. Let's draw some curves at the top, lines at the bottom. A little bit more shadow right there where his eyebrows are supposed to go, so I'm just gonna add a little more shadow and add some shadow at the bottom as well. So there you go. There you go. So we got that smirk looking pretty good, I'd say. And there you go. Now let's finish up by drawing the what do you call them, the headphones, earphones here, and making sure you guys can see this in camera. Let me bring it up slightly. I'm going to draw a smaller circle within this. Okay, so it looks like that. I'm going to draw a smaller circle right around here. Okay, so that's like the center of it. I'm going to do the same thing here, so let's get that circle nice and solid. Okay, I'm going to draw another circle inside, and then find the center of that. The center is going to be right around here. Okay, good. So here we go, and here we go. Now let's draw like this little tail that sticks out right here. I think this is the loop that wraps around the top of the ear. And then I'm just going to, I think it just looks like this. Okay, let's actually split this in half so it looks like that. Okay, and then you got this part, there's a little mechanical part right here, and then this loops around the ear. So bring that towards the neck there. Sorry, loops around the neck, not the ear. So it does that. Okay, same thing over here. There's that little, I don't know what you would call that part of the your headphones. Just adding some details there. Details on the thing that goes around the ear. I said ear again, around the neck. Okay, like that. Okay, and then this one. Part that sticks out right here. And then just like that. Sort of makes these L shapes. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is just add details to the collars here. So I'm going to first draw these buttons. One And then each corner, 2, 3, and one more right here. Okay, I want to make sure they're about the same size. And then let's draw the seams. So it's like that, and then it goes across this way. And do the same thing over here. Okay, it goes like that. Okay. Okay, and then right here, let's just give it some final armpit stretchy stretches. And I think you guys, we've got it. There you go. Zooming out. There we have it, you guys. Quicksilver, as he appears in the X-Men movies. A fan favorite, especially because he's had those some pretty awesome scenes in X-Men movies. Anyway, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. See you next time. And that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I hope you guys are very proud of your drawings. If you are, I would love to see them, so please head on over to the Google Plus community and to Instagram and post your artwork there and tag me so that I can see it as well. If you guys are ever curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below, so be sure to check that out. If you feel like being extra generous, I have links in the description on different ways that you can help support this channel. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can make content like this for free for you guys, so I appreciate your consideration. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you, number one, liked this video, commented down below, and most especially if you shared this with your friends in your social media. And of course, speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of the tutorial that's here on this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to all of those are in the description, so be sure to read it. Finally, thank you once again for watching. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. Take care.